Yeah, the companies that have been making food for ages? Oh, whatever, man. Just don't eat it. mr.beast? Yo, we should go after this guy, man. Hi, guys. So you know the Dr. Mike video? I thought that this was the original video. Then I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking? But then I'm hearing like the guy shit talk and all of that. So I want to also listen to what this guy is saying. So this is Gal. Medical doctors covers mr.beast Lunchly.
Bro, I swear to God, Lunchly is about to make child obesity rates absolutely skyrocket. Like,
Oh shit, man, really?
if you somehow don't die from consuming the amount of carcinogenics in this meal, you'll probably die from heart failure a week later. And I think
Do you actually believe that? Or do you actually give a fuck? You made like more than 10 videos just on the mr.beast stuff, I guess about a variety of topics, all in a negative light. Do you actually give a fuck about the Lunchly thing?
they have the guts to claim that this product is healthy for you. And thankfully, the most popular doctor on
They were claiming that it's healthier than Lunchables. This opinion that you have about Lunchly, it probably also applies to Lunchables. Though I will say that it's kind of cringe when I see more electrolytes, because who the fuck ever looks for electrolytes in products? I don't think anybody searches for electrolytes. I never heard people think about, oh shit, where will I get my electrolytes? Like, bro, man, just drink fucking water. Stop being a little bitch.
So to quick give some context, if you guys have been living under a rock for the past week,
Yeah, I've been living under a rock.
now the idea of these greedy creators making a product is
Greedy creators? Bro, these people are already rich. What the fuck do you mean, greedy creators, man? What the fuck do you think they will do, man? They have everything that they need.
now the idea of these greedy creators making a product is already a bad idea, but
Why?
it's bound to be controversial.
That's delicioso right there. That's Riz approved.
That's actually funny, man. From one side, you're gonna be like, oh no, a little child eating an unhealthy product. But then it's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Do you actually care, man? I have this standard, but this is fucking insane, bro. Like, kids should also, like, not be dumb in life, man. You can't help everyone, dude.
Okay, try turkey stacking. I'm not gonna tell you how to stack it.
Nice.
Oh, where did you stack it?
That's Riz approved.
Like, the fact they're advertising this product to children is genuinely insane.
Dude, when were you born? When you were born yesterday? Like, did you just go out of your college class and you get your brain influenced by those dinosaur teachers? Like, are you one of those? Like, are you fucking Grandpa Joe, man? Are you a boomer? If someone actually gives a fuck and they actually have an issue with all this healthy shit and with unhealthy food being promoted to children, I respect that. That's respectable. I respect you. Cool. Maybe we will fight sometimes, but I respect that. Cool, honorable. But I don't believe that people give a fuck. Where have you been, guys? Where have you been before? Why now all of a sudden you're like, hey, unhealthy food, mr.beast, boo, Where the fuck did you guys come from? Hello?
But I still find it disgusting that we're trying to target children with really unhealthy food products.
Do you actually give a fuck? Gal? Do you actually think to yourself, oh shit, dude, this is fucked up? Do you actually think that? Because what are the odds, Lunchly, that is a separate controversy to all the other stuff? What are the odds that these people also give a fuck about the Lunchly situation and that have a trouble with the food being promoted to kids? What are the odds that these people also have these moral values that they stand by? I think the odds are very low.
We need to teach kids how to eat healthy and not just shove whatever this is down their.
So, did you know McDonald's exist, man?
Like, this is genuinely comparing smoking to vaping. They're both terrible for you. And it's not like they're even healthy in the slightest. Once they
Sure. Sure, bro. Sure. That's the entire point. Would you expect them to say, hey, dude, by the way, guys, heads up, this food is not healthy, okay? But they're promoting a product. Like, what? Have you ever seen anyone say that? Oh, look at this cake. By the way, guys, beware, it's not healthy. But look at this beautiful cake. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you think about their position with their partnership, it's like they've said everything that they could have said, except the electrolytes. But like, he's using the word better alternative. And he says, yeah, there's stuff that is healthy. Like, they're saying it.
Now, in this clip, Dr. Mike is talking about the nutritional value of Lunchables. And you have to remember, this is the bar that Lunchly is competing against or trying to hit. And let's be honest, that bar is pretty low.
Okay, sure. So basically, you would have the argument of like, oh, it's not healthy enough to matter. Like, okay, sure.
Studies actually show that those consuming high amounts of UPFs can have up to 50% higher risk of developing obesity, and some specific UPFs are linked to increases in cancer.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we all should have expected that, but that's still absurd for a kid's product. Now, I've seen
Kids product. Dude, what the fuck is even a kid's product, man? What is a kid's product? When I think about kids products, you know what I think about? I think about those chips. I think about those cereals that have like a cartoon character that's enticing you, or that cool character. I think about the chips with the fucking badass tiger. I think about the unhealthy shit, bro. This is crazy, man. What the hell is a kid's product? I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm dumb right now. The fuck is a kid's product? When I type kids products, it gives me toys. Oh shit, it gives me candies? Oh, I see a bunch of food that nobody will fucking eat, man. Yeah, kid eating eggs. Yeah, that's funny one. Spinach, nuts, broccoli. Oh, fucking raspberry. Yeah, good luck with that, man. That's totally kids' food. Fucking veggies, man. Bunch of chips. Probably has sodium in it. Oh shit, popsicle. Is popsicle healthy? Oh look, a cute little fucking lion. What the fuck, is that chocolate? What is she eating? Healthy snacking? I think about juice, but juice probably has sugar or an influx of vitamin A, or maybe not. Maybe it's the C. I don't fucking know. It's been a while since I drank juice. Bro, look at that. A fucking tiger. Dude, Rice Krispies treats, man. You see, those are the kids. There are kids in the fucking thing. Wait, a Rice Krispie is actually unhealthy? Anyway, my point here is just, I don't even know what the fuck a kid's product is, because if I think about junk food in general, the Avatar always seems to be something that would be appealing to kids. Imagine if I'm actually wrong about everything that I just said. That would be awesome.
all should have expected that, but that's still absurd for a kid's product. Now, I've seen
Shut the fuck up.
people on Twitter claim that this isn't marketed towards kids. And like,
Okay, I would think that it's bullshit, right? Because it seems like just a format would fit someone who's just eating like during lunch, you know? It's like a lunchbox kind of format. So I would totally believe that it catered towards kids. Like,
and like A1, holy crap, you are meat riding Mr. Beast. And
oh wow, awesome. Cool.
A2, how can it not be when you go to their website and you see this?
Flavorful combos versus standard picks?
This is too much fluff, man. It looks kind of cringe, and this is like, I think, way too aggressive of a marketing strategy that would attract kids like a bit too much, I would say. That would to me be kind of a minus towards the mr.beast product.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to point out on how weird their marketing is. Like in their most popular video, it's them just running with a big version of lunch.
That's awesome. It's kind of fun to watch. And you see the 3 most liked YouTubers on YouTube, right?
And along with that, the way they compare their product,
You're just a hater, man. You're just spouting nonsense.
like saying big gestures versus mid moments, is actually insane. And like, I understand that they're trying to appeal to the parents buying this product for their
Appealing to the parents? Dude, it looks like it's been written for children, not parents, bro. That would be an insult. I think parents would read that and be like, what the fuck does that even mean?
But how in the world does bold packaging have anything to do with the product? Like, it's just word soup. It means nothing. They're just throwing around random
Word soup?
marketing keywords, such as claiming that more electrolytes makes it a better product, or that less calories makes it healthy, which is just inherently not true.
And saying a food has more electrolytes
Okay, Mr. Gall, did you actually know that more electrolytes doesn't mean necessarily healthy, or that having a huge intake of vitamin A can also be unhealthy for you? Like, did you actually know that, or do you only know that because of Dr. Mike? He possibly knows that. Maybe I'm the dumbass.
foods with an incredibly high sodium content and electrolyte are not considered particularly healthy. For that,
Yeah, Dr. Mike is smart, isn't he?
you need to hold your messaging to a higher
So here, I believe Dr. Mike cares, you know, it's his field. He has more of a, like, even him, maybe he's like, yo, whatever, like, I don't give a fuck, and he's just profiting off it. Maybe. But I would think that Dr. Mike gives more of a fuck than this Gal person or any other fucking random asshole YouTuber out there.
Now, along with Dr. Mike absolutely dismantling Logan Paul, MrBeast, and KSI,
I don't know if he totally dismantled or anything. All Dr. Mike really said is that both foods are unhealthy. And he says that, yeah, it's better to an extent, but not better enough to follow this all of a sudden chart of like what kids should eat. Like he gives a tiny concession. I wouldn't call that totally dismantling it. I think you see it that way.
and the worst part about this is that they consistently use this marketing technique of just calling things electrolytes or advertising that they have a lot of vitamin A or vitamin B in order to make it look like their product is healthier. Like,
Yeah, sure, that might be another point that gives the illusion that it's healthy. They're not outright saying it, but it can give a kid who reads all that and who doesn't knows what it all means, of course, and me who doesn't gives a fuck about nutritional values.
Prime has no sugar added, more electrolytes, and more B vitamins.
So someone who doesn't knows what the fuck all of this is, yeah, they would hear all that, be like, whoa, and then they can decide, yo, I'm gonna drink a ton of that shit, man, hit the juice. So yeah, I can concede that it gives the illusion that it's healthy when they're saying all that.
and I'm not saying Lunchables is any better for you. I just think they're both equally terrible products.
Yeah, and it's not just your fucking opinion, it's a fact. And Dr. Mike said it. Yeah. I don't think Lunchables is better. Yeah, they potentially worse. Which is the entire goal of the Lunchly product, to be better than Lunchables. Bro, like yeah, that's why Lunchly exists. So that Lunchables can be worse. The guy's like, oh, I don't think Lunchables is better. Like, do you actually give a fuck?
And you would think that after all this controversy, KSI and Logan Paul would release some sort of statement apologizing for their poor marketing tactics. But no, they double down and make one of the worst response videos I've seen in my life. In fact, they go as far to even insult Dan TDM for calling them out on Twitter. And if you don't know the context behind that,
Let me read it myself. I don't trust you with the context. What the fuck, man? Oh, I saw that. Okay, listen. You're saying that they haven't even apologized or responded, bro. What I'm reading here is fucking cringe, man. Okay, in retrospect, though, I actually don't know how I feel about this now. Kind of conflicted. Because, like, the first lines of this comes off as cringe. If you're gonna say, oh, mr.beast, they didn't even issue an apology here, blah, blah, blah. Dude, this here sounds like fucking cringe, man. If you actually want to be real and stop pretending like you give a fuck, first time you read this, it's like, it's just fucking cringe, man. This is just selling stuff for the sake of making money, which applies to fucking everything, man. But then with all the third line, with all the context of how they're like phrasing shit and how they're like promoting it, like all the stuff that the kids will get attracted to without actually knowing what anything means. It's a good statement for the third line here. But the first time when I saw I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for money. How does this benefit their fans? Just this is fucking cringe.
What happened to YouTubers, man?
Yeah, to what happened to YouTubers, man? Because at first this only comes off as someone who's just like fucking virtual signaling and just like saying, oh, YouTubers now, man, they're selling shit that's not necessarily healthy or good for you. It's like, why do YouTubers have this standard to follow, but not the actual legit companies or whatever? I guess you're cursed if you're a YouTuber and you also try to venture elsewhere. But it's only the third paragraph that to me hits a bell. But only if you actually give a fuck. If you don't give a fuck and you're writing this shit, I think you lose all your fucking credibility. You're a fake. If you're exposed as a fake, nobody can fucking trust you anymore.
I can't not say anything anymore.
That's exactly how I read it at first. I think this is a funny fucking response.
This is selling stuff for the sake of making money.
WKSI, fuck you.
okay, I'm just gonna cut the video off right there because, oh my god, he is so annoying.
You just sound annoying, man. Who the fuck talks like that?
I genuinely don't know how this guy got popular. Like, does anyone know how KSI got popular?
Oh, there we go, man. The original. I don't know why MrBeast is so famous. Michelle here.
Same thing with Logan Paul. Like, they've both been through so much controversy and are still relevant. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah. I'm surprised too with Logan Paul, man.
How did we as like the internet collectively decide that these two should be very popular?
Like all of this just comes off as super weak and cliche. Like that's why I'm annoyed. Like I'm not angry or anything. It just sounds like the same talk that can be applied to literally everyone.
Yeah, you can pretty much see that instead of responding to actual criticism, he just yaps.
This is what I said. Looks like crap to me.
That's actually a funny response. That's a cool response. No, that's a funny response because again, remember what I said? Like the first time that I read this message, it comes off as cringe, and I assume that these YouTubers read it the same way. I don't know if there's like much criticism to respond to. Like it just sounds like virtual signaling again at first glance. At first glance, you probably don't know what the fuck they're talking about or what they're referring to, you know? Like there's no like constructive criticism. Versus Dr. Mike, if Dr. Mike wrote what he said, then maybe you would have more of an actual response here. But this just comes off as a judgmental thing, and KSI responds with a judgmental response, you know?
Benefit nothing!
How this guy got popular? Like, does anyone know?
Yo, that was funny, man. I could believe him being popular if he acts like this.
Now, KSI goes even further to say that Dan TDM is also in the wrong because he's also promoted unhealthy food in the past.
Oh?
The problem with this claim is that Dan TDM made that advert around 10 years ago.
Okay, KSI totally destroyed you, man. Doesn't fucking matters if it was 10 years ago. If you actually give a fuck, if this is your core value, if this is what makes a part of you, if that's you, this here is a fucking L. Like, get destroyed, get fucked. The only thing that helps you is the fact that it was 10 years ago. Like, get the fuck out of here. He was sponsored, then promoted, and made a whole video that pushed towards kids, and the response is, yeah, listen, that was 10 years ago, man. Like, get the fuck out of here.
But the problem with this claim
What is it?
is that Dan TDM made that advert around 10 years ago. And you
Shit, get fucked, man. Okay, so KSI just needs to wait for like 10 years and then he's fine, right? He'll be like outside of the realm of criticism. All the vegan people can just like defend him. If someone else is then exposed, they're gonna say, yeah, but KSI met the Lunchley thing 10 years ago. Boom, get fucked.
want to know what you and Logan Paul were doing 10 years ago? Some pretty messed up things, which pale in comparison.
What? Now you're like comparing orange to apples. I don't know. What happened to YouTubers, man? Dan is a YouTuber selling stuff to make money, bro. Dan did the same fucking thing. The only defense is like it was a long time ago. Okay, awesome. That's cool, man. That's fucking awesome. KSI is gonna be innocent in 10 years, man. So I guess we'll just wait, man. Let's put on a clock. Set a timer, bro. You wanna make up another fucking food for kids? Unhealthy? I have a problem with it, but as long as 10 years pass, it's fine, bro.
This entire situation is just disappointing. Like the fact that we as the internet decided to get upset about this, of all things, is kinda crazy. And
I agree, bro. I don't even know what the fuck this guy's going at. What the fuck? But yeah, it is crazy. I only get the vibes that mr.beast is an easier target now. There's a lot of people now pushing against him, against mr.beast, so now it's safer to go look for that crowd, look for that negative-oriented crowd. Like, now's the time.
I'm not saying that we should give any grace to KSI, Logan Paul, or mr.beast.
No, you haven't been saying that at all in this video. What the fuck are you on about?
Because I think they're all terrible humans at the end of the day. But
Dude, you don't even fucking know these people. Again, this is like the cliche of like, oh, public figures. Oh, Gordon Ramsay is evil. Oh, like it's fucking cliche, man. You don't know these people. You get to only see their like their fuck ups and all that shit. It's easy for you to be a target when the spotlight is on you constantly than the people that nobody fucking knows about, like the psychopath doing some videos out there. Like, dude, it's always easier when nobody knows who the fuck you are, man. You could be a fucking worm. That's why I take none of this fucking seriously. They all just sound generic.
I do think that this shines light on a topic that we should probably be talking about more. And that's how
Okay, again, if that's your values, yeah, people should have been talking about it more. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because I don't give a fuck. Where have you been, guys? I didn't know people had the problem with unhealthy food being promoted to kids. Dan? Oh, it was 10 years ago? Oh, okay, you're cool then.
shines light on a topic that we should probably be talking about more. And that's how this generation and the next generation are going to determine the future of our world. And if we keep
True. I think people should shut the fuck up. And those one who actually care? Yeah, sure. Speak up.
to be completely honest, I'm guilty of this as well. Like, this is my second video on the Lunchly situation, but I really don't plan on making another video about it because there's much more important things to talk about. Once again,
Okay, so when you're feeding the line of like, this is an important topic for future generation, all that stuff, you make it sound like it's one of your important values. I have no evidence, but this only speaks to me that potentially you really just don't give a fuck, but you just take advantage of this situation that people have a problem with. You're on a series of making videos about mr.beast, potentially wanting to milk the mr.beast situation, and this is a milking opportunity. I have no evidence of that. I'm only basing it on what I see, what I think, how I feel about people.
I really don't plan on making another video about it because there's much more important things to talk about. Once again,
There's much more important things to talk about.
I do think that this shines light on a topic that we should probably be talking about more. And
We should talk about more. But there are more important things to talk about. But we should talk about it more for generations to come.
are going to determine the future of our world. And if we keep feeding them
Whoa.
slop, and how does society change for the better? And I'm going to be completely
How does the society change for the better, bro? But I have more important things to talk about.
honest.
But this is bad, yo. Eating unhealthy food is bad. Our kids are gonna die, bro. But I have more important things to talk about.
I truly believe that we as a society should probably be putting more of a priority on our future generation's health. And
So do you think about it just now? Did you just have this revelation after the mr.beast stuff? Or did you always have this opinion? Have you covered this Dan guy for doing this?
if taking down Lunchly is the first step to that, I'm glad we're at least trying.
Yo, I think you guys are not trying hard enough, which is why I believe it's not your fucking values. You're just taking advantage of the situation. Like, if you trying is to go after mr.beast, I think there's fucking something wrong. I think you're fucking fake if your attempt to try to protect the children is to go after mr.beast.